Portsmouth this week. We have got your cruise and ferry guide, and I'm also halfway through a walk along all the sites of Portsmouth and Southsea, including that pier. So come and join us for a walk in Portsmouth and Southsea and your ferry and cruise guide. Let's jump on board. Hi, it's Tom from Cruising with the 4Bs. Today, we're heading to Portsmouth and your cruise and ferry guide. Portsmouth, situated around an hour and a half away from London, same from Heathrow. If you're travelling down by train, the fastest train takes around an hour and 40 minutes, and the best way to get to international ports is heading off at Portsmouth and Southsea and getting a 5-minute taxi to the ports. Once you arrive into the ports, keep towards the left and you can get in your lanes for the ferries across to France and Spain. We'll take a look at the ferries shortly, but if you're heading away on a cruise, then you'll want to head to the cruise terminal and ferry terminal. Now, the large building is mainly for ferries, but if you're heading on a cruise, then you'll have your cases taken away. In the terminal, you do have all your check-in areas and also a coffee shop, toilets. To the side is the temporary cruise terminal. We'll be looking at what they have planned for future cruises. This one was for a Virgin cruise, but obviously it'll be set out for whatever cruise company you are departing on, and then you head out to buses on to your cruise. Currently, cruise lines Saga, Viking, Seabourn and others depart from Portsmouth. We will look later at what the future holds for the cruise ports. But for now, let's take a look at the ferries that depart from Portsmouth. Regular services to Cherbourg, Caen, Le Havre, St Malo and down to Spain, Santander and Bilbao. A variety of ships. They're investing every year in new ships, Brittany Ferries, and you've got daily departures to France and to Spain. The Isle of Wight is your thing. Then there is the car ferry that heads over to Fishbourne, the catamaran to Ryde, and the hovercraft. Now, hovercraft is definitely one that you need to experience once in your life. 10 minutes over to Ryde. So plenty of departures if you want to head over to the Isle of Wight from Portsmouth. I recently did a walk around Portsmouth and Southsea to check out the attractions. Let's join me on the walk, first of all, at the White Link Terminal. If arriving by ferry from the island, this is where you'll join the queue and arrive at the station. Get some cool views across to the historic dockyard as we head out of the station. So as you leave Portsmouth Harbour Station, you do have great views across to the historic dockyard. As you can see how close it is. And if I'm not mistaken, that is the Mary Rose. You just take a look across there. Check the Spinnaker Tower out in a minute. There we go, there's Portsmouth Harbour Station. Opposite the historic dockyard. Let's go and take a wander across there. Fish and chips, anyone? As you can see, there is the entrance to the dockyard. You do get quite a lot for your tickets. I did once win a yearly pass to the dockyard. One of the things you do get is you do get the boat trip around the docks, which is really interesting, very good as well. So I'll pop the prices on the screen now if you want to take a look. But as you can see, there's the historic dockyard, and as you can see as well, it is very, very busy. Just a couple minute walks from Portsmouth Harbour Station. Right, let's head back now. Let's go and head down to Gunwhalf Quays now. Here's some wayfinding for you. So there is where we got off the train, and then we just took a walk, which is just there, to the historic dockyard. So you can see it's really close. You've got your taxi rank just there, and your bus station. That's also where you get dropped off for if you're on the park and ride, which is just on the M275, which is good value. There is the shopping centre. We'll head there shortly, and then we'll keep going, walking along, and you head to the seafront at Southsea. And also we'll check out down there the D-Day Museum, the aquarium, and of course they're one of the highlights as well, Spinnaker Tower, which if I pan over here, you can see there as well. So plenty of highlights. Let's continue walking on. If you're arriving by Park and Ride, that's where you'll be dropped off. In front of the Spinnaker. Let's continue on. We're going to head along to Gunwhalf now. Plenty of shops. Rachel loves it down here at Gunwhalf. Well, actually she doesn't. She's more of a Primark lady. Fancy a kebab, burger. 24 hours that one. Let's continue across. You can see now as well, you can hire the scooters in Portsmouth. Let's take a look. I think you just head on the app to hire one of these scooters. Whisk you around. So many people you can knock over. No, please don't do that. There we go, there is the scooters which you can hire right next door to the train station. Pasty. Favourite of Alice and Ernest's, the lint shop. Luckily, they're in school today, so I don't need to spend out on loads at Lindor. Might get some of that on the way back. Right, let's take an overall view of Gunwhalf Quays once again, dominated by Spinnaker Tower. Fancy a bit of bowling? You've also got the bowling here. Rachel normally beats me, but one of those things. Five Guys, Frankie and Benny's, all your staples are over there, restaurants. And let's take a look. So as you can see, we've got the cinema just over there, cafes over there, restaurants over there, and some shops as well. So you've got a bit of everything here at Gunwhalf Quays. Plenty of retail therapy. Right, we're going to head that way to the front to see where the restaurants are, and then we're going to keep on walking. Fancy a French fancy. You've got the pastry, and then you've got a casino. My favourite, a crispy creme donut. Once again, it's all good that the kids are not here, otherwise they'll be ordering 12. Portsmouth is the perfect place to stay before your cruise. Plenty of hotels, including a couple in Gunwhalf Quays. You've also got travel lodges, Premier Inns, Ibis, as well. Some great prices and a great place to stay the night before your cruise. So of course, go back 30 years or so. This used to be a working dockyard until they transformed it around late 90s into this shopping restaurant complex. But you still have this crane from when it was a working harbour. There we go, some more finding for you. And over here now, not open today because it's not the school holidays or the weekend. You do have some little boats. So if your kids fancy being mini captains, then you have got the boats down here just by the front. Well, I said on the front, and let's go and check out Spinnaker Tower. So along the front, as you can imagine, on a nice beautiful summer's day, these are extremely busy. All your regular restaurants along here. And then if we turn along, we do have Spinnaker Tower. Now it's around £14 for adults, 11 for kids, and there's a family ticket around £48. Although I did work it out, there doesn't seem to be much difference in getting a family ticket and then getting 2 adults, 2 children. But maybe my maths wasn't great, but there we go. There is a very impressive Spinnaker Tower. And there's also a cafe underneath as well. If you don't buy an historic dockyard ticket, you can also get the Harbour Tours from here. They do say they do change the times every day, but there we go, there's your prices for you. Just get them from here, and as you can see, look, you've got your little route there. So we are here, there you go, and then you've got the historic dockyard there. It takes you all the way around down to where the cruise ships depart there, and all the ferries as well, which you saw at the start of the video. But there we go, there's your prices, and there we go, and then it just departs from over here, and I would highly recommend it. It's very, very good. When we were on, the tour guide was absolutely excellent. So there we go, take one of these boat trips across, and you do get to go and see the whole of Portsmouth historic dockyard, ferries, and if you're lucky as well, check online and check to see if there's a cruise ship in, because it goes really close to where the ferries and the cruise ships are down there. So time that well, and then you'll get to go and see a cruise ship. So if you're heading across to the island, this is where you'll come. White Link, this is where the ferries depart down to Fishbourne, around every 40 minutes in the summertime. There we go, plenty of room for cars up there as well. Tower. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, they do gigs in there as well. We're going to head up onto the wall shortly. There we go, there's the square tower. Let's take a look at the sea. Let's head into this impressive little tower. Oh, it's a bit smelly in it. Ode de Wee. So as we head up here, someone's been having a party. Offers you some great views. Now here is where we got the clips when we went to checked out Virgin Voyages for the first time, leaving Portsmouth. As you can see. Also, it's very busy up here as well. If you're coming to see any of the Navy ships leave, gives you a great view across to Old Portsmouth. It's a beautiful day. Of course, the question is, will Portsmouth ever be taking on Southampton as a cruise port? Now, of course, Southampton is very well established as a cruise port. Portsmouth more navy and ferries, but year on year the cruises have increased from Portsmouth. At the moment, you've got Saga, you've got Viking, you've got Seabourn, all go from Portsmouth, and maybe about sort of 10 a month. I think this is going to increase. They have got plans, as you can see, to get the terminal sorted. They're nearly finished with the new cruise terminal, and also there is plans as well to do an air bridge all the way from the terminal to the cruise ships. I think that's quite a few years away, but there we go, there's the impression. But I think they do want to take on Southampton. Now, they're obviously not going to compete on the scale of Southampton. They're not going to attract Carnival, which is based in Southampton, so P&O, Princess, they're not going to be coming over to Portsmouth. Also, MSC have funded a terminal in Southampton again. They're not going to be coming over. And I don't think really that Portsmouth is going to want to attract, well, they would like to attract, but they're not going to be able to accommodate cruise companies as big as them. But I think in the future, maybe you could look at, they've had Virgin here as well, so if Virgin are going to be basing a ship maybe for a month or two, they'll be coming back to Portsmouth. Maybe some other ones, Royal Caribbean. Now they've obviously got Celebrity, and they've also got Anthem of the Seas, which goes from Southampton. But maybe they could attract them over to Portsmouth. Who knows? Disney. Next year they've got about 6 sailings from Southampton. Maybe they could attract them in the future. So they're going to have to aim for the smaller companies, but I think Portsmouth, as we go ahead in future years, will attract more cruise companies, and that is their plan. And if the air bridge, which goes to the cruise, and the new terminal, then that's definitely going to attract cruise companies to Portsmouth. But for the moment, it's around about 10 a month, but it does offer, as you can see from this video up here, a great sail away as you head back across Portsmouth and head past all the Navy ships. There we go, look at that. Let's continue our walk along. We're going to head along down to Southsea, and let's check out some of the other amenities over there, including the fair, the D-Day Museum, the hovercraft, and maybe a cake. So excuse the wind, but along there they're doing cedar fences, so normally you'd be able to walk along there, but instead we've got to go round today. Got any quo, mate? So we're down now to Southsea. Now normally you would arrive along that path, but of course, as I said, they're doing all the works, so you've got all your attractions down here. If you fancy a bit of fish and chips, donuts, you want to have a go on the penny arcade, let's take a look. The kids absolutely love these. There you go. Win yourself a few pennies. Now this, if the kids were here and it was open, they would be straight on it. Waltzer, they absolutely love. So there we go, you've got the waltzer, you've got the fair, you've got the Mad Mouse roller coaster, all good fun. If you get something like 50 tickets, you can get half price. We'll check that in a minute. Have a game of crazy golf as well. Arr. So we continue on, so lots of fun for the adults, kids down here. There we go, the waltzer. Once is enough for me. The kids will go round and round and round. Nice little coffee, tea places here. Some more fish and chips, ice cream. This is packed. On a weekend or in the summer holidays, half term, this is absolutely packed down here. So come along, all good traditional fun. You've got more amusements there. Let's take a look as well, and as you can see, yep, if we come along here, you can see you do get your half price tokens as well. Buy 50 for 25. Good value, I think, good fun over in. If we continue along here, more amusements. And then you've also got your Clarence Pier, more ice creams, more cafes. Highly recommend the coffee cup. They just let me charge for an hour. Nice teas, coffees, chocolates there. Some more wayfinding for you. There is where, if you're catching the coach to Southsea, you'll be dropped off. It's coming down from London. More amusements, Clarence Pier. The toilets just over there. You certainly won't go hungry down here. Fish and chips, shakes, waffles, and even if you're feeling a bit healthy, we've even got a fruit stall. Get your apples and pears here. There we go. Impressive monument, this one. There we go. Some names of the fallen. From the First World and Second World Wars. Definitely something to come and check out here down on the seafront at Southsea. Here we have the Blue Reef Aquarium. Not bad, I've been to better, but I guess it's cheaper than other ones, but there we go. Fancy a bit of fish? Fancy eating a bit of fish? You've also got another fish and chip shop down here. If you want fish and chips, Southsea is your place to go. There we go, this is the landing craft for the D-Day. There is Monty, Field Marshal Monty, and then a place you have to come when you're in Portsmouth in Southsea is of course the D-Day Museum. Right, not sure if that's the old Manchester United assistant manager, but there we go. And some very impressive flowers we have along here as we head up towards Southsea Castle. Nice place to eat down there. There we go. Now they do have different events here. In an old day when I used to do weddings, DJ weddings, I did a DJ wedding here. Beautiful place to have a reception. Once upon a time this was protecting us. While in the castle we did witness the hovercraft struggling against the winds. There we go, if you take a look all the way along there, over that way, we do have the next pier along, we do have the fun fair. Southsea Pier was rebuilt a few years back, now has amusements, fish and chips and a fun fair on the end of the pier. That's our tour of Portsmouth and Southsea with things to do. What favourite things do you like to do in Portsmouth and Southsea? Please do let us know in the comments below. What cruise company would you like to start cruising out of Portsmouth? Once again, please do let us know. Plenty more on the channel on the way. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you're looking for a cruise guide to Southampton, just take a click there. And we'll see you soon on Cruising with the 4Bs.